start things off with a big story out of Richmond, Virginia. 7 school districts filed lawsuits challenging Governor Glenn Youngkin's executive order making masks in schools optional.
Governor Glenn Youngkin issued an executive order that gives parents the choice to send their child to school without a mask. It's a hot debate in the Commonwealth, as you can imagine.
First of all, shout out to Caitlin McGrath for sneaking past that live shot. That was pretty doggone smooth. I almost didn't notice her. She's a meteorologist and a ninja. Now, this is just week 2, and Glenn Youngkin already has lawsuits, plural. So far, he's outpacing Trump. I didn't even know that was possible. Your boy hit the ground running. Now Virginia can look forward to a courtroom showdown and is playing out with all the dignity of an episode of Judge Judy. In the meantime, kids gonna be at school, some wearing masks, some not wearing masks, all of them confused. Now I chose this next story out of Page County, Virginia, because it directly ties in with the last one. A parent named Amelia King was arrested and charged with making a threat on school property after saying she would, quote, bring every single gun, end quote, if the school board didn't vote to make masks optional.
And I will bring every single gun loaded and ready.
In Page County, Virginia, 42-year-old Amelia King is out on $5,000 bail after telling the school board she'd bring guns if her kids were forced to wear masks. In an apology, she said she didn't mean actual firearms, but rather all resources I can muster. She's been charged nonetheless.
Resources. Who can remember loading their resources? I love that she tried to backtrack. Yeah, like I didn't mean guns. Y'all know I was just playing. Those were just jokes. She can backtrack all she wants, but her words were clear. I don't care how much privilege you think you have. You can't backtrack from I'm coming to school with guns. She must have thought she was still on Twitter posting from an account with no profile picture. See, this is what happens when you take social media troll behavior offline. You get real world consequences. She tried to scare a bunch of soccer moms at a school board meeting, and all it got her was put in the system. Now let's head to Capitol Hill for the next story, where former President Donald Trump attacked the House committee investigating the Capitol riot, accusing them of going after, quote, children for requesting his 40-year-old daughter Ivanka cooperate with the probe. Children. Well, I mean, I guess technically that is a pretty loose interpretation of the word. That's like calling Morgan Freeman a spry young man. I do hope I still qualify as a minor if I ever get in trouble. I didn't know the 40-year-old child offense was a thing. I mean, I've been childish my whole life. I guess that is good enough to keep me out of prison. He tried it. You can't give your kid a high-ranking government job, then complain when they get asked to do government job things. It is good to know that Ivanka will always be his baby. They're going to need to look out for each other now that the House committee is coming for both of them. Lastly, let's take a trip to Canada for a crazy story where a driver in Ottawa had to be rescued after driving her car onto a frozen river and getting stuck once the ice broke. Who's driving over the frozen river? I just need to, is this a Canadian thing? You know, Canada and I don't know, Michigan, or just a really bad idea? Now, the worst part is that after she got stuck, she decided, you know what, now would be a perfect time to commemorate this moment and take a selfie. Now, I don't think I would want to actually share that photo. You would think that getting stuck in the middle of a frozen river wouldn't be your finest moment. But there she is, saving it for posterity. They should go ahead and make that selfie her license photo. That way they know anybody who sees it knows in advance that she has very poor judgment. My favorite story? Well, despite my prior criticism, it's got to be the woman stuck on the frozen pond, because it provides an excellent opportunity to show perhaps the greatest photo of all time.